Why do you slap me?
Because you don't pay attention.
When I'm in the middle of a conversation
when I
over
point
here.
at you, start talking.
Okay, I'm starting to talk. Here we are. We're back.
We are back again.
Jeez. Hey,
Juice are very serious.
I know. I tell. It depends on the day.
What can I say?
Yeah. So we got Russ with us on this one. This is cool.
Yes.
How you enjoy the show so far?
I am overwhelmed with how much new technology and software there is.
Yeah.
And just how big it is.
So much happening in this
Yeah.
space, right? It's crazy. And we've got Igor with us. Igor, if you would, just a quick introduction, name, who you're with, and what you do.
Hey, I'm Igor Vorenov. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Amulet. We're the company that builds these cool GPS units that I hope many of your listeners are already using. So our key thing is we figure out that the industry was building too complicated and too expensive gear for surveyors, and then realize, okay, what if non-surveyors also want to use it?
Yep.
So we build that GPS units, and that's still our focus. And here at Intergeo, we're introducing our latest generation. We have 3 new products. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about those 3 new products.
Yeah. So by now we have multiple tens of thousands of receivers in operation all over the world, especially RS2s, RS3s. And we just learned so much from those that we realized, okay, we need to create a new thing that takes all of that learning into account and then just takes it to the next level. So we have launched the Reach RX2 is a tiny receiver, just 250 grams, but it's with tilt, all band RTK support, great performance in challenging environment. And with the same GNSS stack, we're also introducing RS4 and RS4 Pro. So the RS4 is just your GPS unit that has it all, like a base station, a rover, it has UHF radio, you name it. And the RS4 Pro takes it even further with dual camera system, so it can do like augmented reality things, show you where your points are.
Built in?
Wow.
Yes.
Built into the unit?
Yeah, so right here you can see there are 2 cameras. These are like global shutter cameras.
Okay.
And it's quite interesting to be able, actually to build this and to calibrate everything together, because it's not just the GNSS receiver. You have an IMU there, and you have these 2 cameras, and you want to make sure that it's all calibrated relative to each other.
Yeah,
and it's actually super tricky. We have robotic arms swinging these devices in the factory.
Oh my god!
And they observe different targets, and then we can derive. Okay, so all these tiny misalignments between individual IMUs, individual cameras, calibrate all of that together to give our customers that really accurate AR representation of the geometry.
So you could, if you were looking for a target, let's say the grass grew since the last time that you were out there, this camera would be able to help you find it as you were navigating, like you'd see, like.
So yeah, it's gonna project it above the grass. So I don't think it's gonna be like, it's maybe not exactly for this use case, but more like as we want to give GNSS to more people in the field, like say it's not the surveyor using it, but the foreman. We want to make sure it's really intuitive so they can find those points easily. And then what we realized is that like a map is not enough. Having an arrow pointing in the right direction is not enough. So it needs to be really visual. And then, okay, just put a stake there, and you just see where where it should go. And it just makes the whole process way smoother. And we see that somebody who never used GPS before, they can get started much quicker.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it. Like they need tools that are as intuitive as possible.
Sure. Yeah. That's where it's going.
What are some of the other use cases that you're seeing from the Reach products?
So look, we have actually we kind of built initially these products for drone mapping. Right. So that's where our personal pain point came from, and we realized, okay, there are so many people that need to place ground control, but they can't justify spending the money or the time to learn these really complicated systems.
Yeah.
Because to them it's like a tool number 5, 6, or 10 in their toolbox, right? The drone is the main thing, and the data manipulation, all that. So we realized we need to build something that is just easier to use and is more. It's just like a gadget. It's not like a measurement equipment. So it's just something that they can use if they know how to use an iPhone.
Yeah.
So we built that, and it's still like I think that's where you'll see so many customers for Amulet Reach lines is in drone mapping, but we also have surveyors, and interesting applications here and there, archaeologists and environmental. So it's really all over the place. We're now also doing a lot of, we had this partnership with Esri, So we're also taking the GIS. Our goal is to take them off sub-meter thing and just say, look, I have sub-meter. If you can have 1 centimeter,
Sure.
it never hurts.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's even more accessible than the sub-meter that they're using right now. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, just get that 1 centimeter. And I think that's really picking up.
So could you capture the imagery, capture a point in the imagery? So fire hydrant or something, and it would.
You can do that. So that's the other use for the camera tech we have in this receiver.
Mhm.
So, okay, so the first one, we can project something, but we can actually also capture points here. And with the frontal camera specifically, we can capture distant points. And the way this works, you record a short video walking around an object. We do photogrammetry on your iPhone, right there, offline. Nothing goes into the cloud. And then you could just like pick points from images. And I think that's, we hear this problem a lot. Like, you know, you're doing a topo or whatever, and then there is this one point, there are those 2 points you need to get, and then you're like, oh man, I need to set up my double station.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an end of a long day, and you're like, okay, I really don't want to do it right now. And that's the type of situation this technology is going to make so much smoother, because you can just like, hey, I'm going to make a 10-second video going around this building, and then I'm just going to measure what I need to measure, and then I can also go back to it, revisit it, and pick up new points.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's just, I'm amazed by like professionals. They're like, okay, it's not enough that it does cover 99% of things that I do.
Yeah.
I also need that, like, what happens if, you know, that rare situation, I also want to be prepared. And that's why it's RS4 Pro, because I think it's for those people that really want to make sure that they're prepared for any situation that could happen.
Yeah.
What's the, like, what is, if you could share it with us, like, what's the price point of the RS4 Pro?
So the RS4 Pro will be around $4,000. The price is a bit region dependent, but like it's in that range. And then the RS4 Pro will be slightly above 3,000. So I mean, it's all online. So we're actually running pre-orders right now. And if somebody wants, they can just go to our website, and it's all there. We have another quick, like, really cool feature here. And it's actually funny. Like, we have people coming to our booth, and I'm like, you know, this is new technology, like multiple bands, L5, and it can do this and that, and dual band radio, whatever. They stay there, and, you know, okay, man, good. And then I show them, and it also has this new quick release mount where you don't have to brush out. It's just like, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's so good. Building this thing, like, but it's kind of, I love it because it's kind of emotional moment in the product, and then it's really easy to connect, and I can just do them.
And it clicks.
That's awesome. So where did the name Emblem come from?
It means nothing. So we were just like, we need to engineer a name. You know, this is the most difficult thing when you're starting startup. Like, okay, what's the name gonna be? We're like, okay, we need short, available.com, and like something that sounds okay, and it's also like unique, and you have available Facebook page and Instagram, like could be Amlet. And now Amlet is a thing, you know, it's a brand, and it's so weird how these things happen.
Well, talk about the origin story a little bit. So you're co-founder, so I'm guessing you and a buddy just decided over a couple of drinks to start a business.
Yeah, it's actually a really long story, but like we just thought, like, okay, we should start something, and we had the first product, but I'm not going to go into that. It was just we were building an autopilot actually for Raspberry Pi. But from there, we quickly realized, okay, this is not actually like it's not going to be a big market. So we had this idea in mind. We were previously working with drones, integrating like onboard RTK for that was pre-DJI. Now you have RTK Phantom and Mavics. But back then there was nothing like this. So we're integrating these receivers on board, and with onboard cameras. And we were just like, it was just insane. Like they were so expensive, so it was so difficult to buy them. Even like you had to go talk to a guy, you know, it was 20 grand. And we're like, okay, can we do it somehow easier? And actually, we got this idea from there. Like there should be a way to build this in a more affordable way, and that it's easier to use. And our first product was just a module. It's like 2 PCBs, heat shrink around them. We go on Indiegogo, and like version of Kickstarter, right? Yeah. And the raise like $80,000, and we bootstrapped all the way from there.
Wow.
So it was like yeah, we're just like two guys in my kitchen, soldering boards and writing software. And then with this two boards in a heat shrink, we're like, okay, people are really interested in those. They're putting them on drones, but they're also putting them in Tupperware containers with power banks, slipping an antenna on top, and trying to make a survey and writing us, look, guys, I got like sub-centimeter accuracy with this. And it was so cool to see that it was the power of community and people that were like really willing to experiment, the early adopters.
Wow.
So they gave us a ton of feedback, but also the realization like, okay, there is a real market for that. So we
Yeah.
built our first receiver, the ReachRS. It was kind of slow, but people started adopting them because there was nothing. You could buy an ReachRS for, I don't know, $700, or you can go buy a $20,000 to $30,000 receiver. Like it was just such a huge gap.
Yeah.
And also you also need the software you have to buy a lot of times with the
And
survey grade one,
training.
and you have to perpetually
Pay for
yeah, it's-
upgrades.
yes,
And like, yeah, I mean,
Maintenance.
it's really a market built for somebody who makes their living out of it.
Yep.
So you just buy this thing and you make a living out of it. It's your tool number one. And our philosophy is like, we're building a tool that is not tool number one in your toolbox. It's tool number 5. So it needs to get out of the way, do the thing quickly,
Yes.
connect to your iPhone. And then it was just a long journey to make them faster, perform better in difficult conditions, develop software. Now it's a whole ecosystem, and we just bootstrap the whole way. And we're so grateful to our customers and people who, I mean, we are here just because they bought our receivers and allowed us to invest more in R&D. And I mean, I cannot even express how great that feeling is. People actually like supporting me all the time.
Yeah. Congratulations. I mean,
thank
the
you.
Emlet brand has like just exploded the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got to ask you, a more cost-effective receiver, right? Your competitors are, they charge a lot more money for essentially the same thing. Are they like, what are you doing selling this so cheap? Yeah.
They're really not happy about that.
Yeah.
But like, what can we do? I mean, no, really, and they will come and say it. But that's a part of the journey. I mean, I understand their business model is not going to work. So I mean, they're reasonably unhappy. But kind of, we're trying to make our customers happy, and whatever our competition thinks, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you mind if I ask you? I just wanted to be clear when you were talking about with the cameras. So let's say I flew, because I at my job we fly drones, LiDAR drones, mobile mapping, everything. And there's always, like you said, there's an area where you can't see behind. Maybe it's a transformer or something. You could take this out and walk video behind it, and then
So you can.
and it would do photogrammetry.
So the focus of this feature is not to give you a 3D model or a point cloud that you will then take to photogrammetry software, or like that you will merge with drone data.
Right.
For that, there are like multiple products. Our focus is really like, we want to avoid those total station setups when you don't really need a total station, but you're using it just because you cannot reach the point.
Right.
That's like our focus. And that's what allows us to do processing on your iPhone very quickly, because we're not trying to create a full point cloud for you. But we just need to do like enough of kind of image position adjustment. So we can do really accurate triangulation. Without doing the whole processing. So can you take the images from it and then process them? Yes. Is it going to be the best application for it? I don't think so. The resolution, because we want to have a global shutter, we cannot have really high resolution. So I think it's better to just take your iPhone and, take pictures around and then merge it into the data set. That's going to be the more efficient way of doing it.
Yes, but like you said, and I agree with this, and I say this for all of surveying, all of laser scan, they're all different tools. They're all different torques, and you leverage them at the right time, and they're the perfect tool for it.
Yeah.
And this is so cool.
Yeah.
What you're describing.
You also have a partnership with Wingtra.
Wingtra.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit.
I love it.
And it's so cool how they like put the orange on your receiver and all branded together. It's so cool.
No, it's actually our policy. Like, we never do any kind of white label things, because the industry is like, so much stuff is white label, but we care a lot about our brands. But when Wingtra approached us, we were like, okay, for Wingtra, you can have an orange one.
Orange, it looks pretty cool.
So I think kind of our partnership with Wingtra is actually, the climax moment of us trying to simplify ground control point collection, because it's like, it's integrated into their software, into flight planning software, and the whole thing, but for processing, and then that automates it all. And like, you can just like, know nothing about GPS, and then their software will guide you through selecting ground control points and configuring everything. So it's really, really cool. And then it manages all data for you in the background. So like raw data, uploading to cloud, processing, all that, does all those things. And it's our orange AMOLED units with all the necessary accessories. So, and that's exciting. And I mean, like, I'm super excited for Wingtra because I think we have an amazing alignment in terms of our values and in terms of what we're trying to build for our customers. Like, we both love this technology. We love to build cool products. But in the end, it's about the workflow for the customer and what they get from it. So we're trying to like talk as little as possible about what's inside this, but it's more like, okay, what does the customer actually get out of it, and how is the workflow really mature, and how the data flow is, it's just
The experience.
the experience, and about giving more control to the person in the office, usually to the survey manager, and then just letting other people and like delegating that, either launching a drone or in our case, like doing setouts or collecting points. That's actually a big focus for us right now. So it's there's so many similarities between what we're trying to do, just with different products.
Yeah.
With the Wingtra, I thought I saw a Geo Week. You have where you basically put a receiver on the targets, right?
Yeah.
And they're on there already, like collecting GPS.
Yeah, I should have probably started there, but yeah. So there are two receivers,
Yeah.
and then a set of targets, and then you just log. You put the receiver on a target,
Right.
It automatically logs like a short raw data snapshot, and you move on to the next target. All while the base unit is logging throughout the whole time, and then that's all gets uploaded into Wingtra Cloud automatically, attached to the right control point,
Yeah.
and then it's all absolutely seamless and fully automated.
It's all on rails.
Yeah,
They could just
it is.
guide you through
It's
it.
crazy.
And oh man, that's
How
so
far
cool.
we've come.
I know, right? It's amazing.
Really good stuff.
Uh,
Anything else you want to get out there before we let you go? And by the way, we appreciate your support of the show. You guys have been great.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Cool guys,
No, I mean,
rock star.
actually, like, I'm so happy that we as an industry finally we have a podcast. We have YouTubers. It's so great because when we started, there was nothing. There was like really old school marketing and
Right.
brochures, and you have to go to a trade show. And now I think even these trade shows are more about like our online presence, and
definitely.
it's I think it's great, and what you guys are doing is we really love it. And
Cool.
yeah, thanks for what
appreciate
you're doing, and yeah, I hope you join us for beers later.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
I also want to say, I think you guys have the coolest shirts too of all the.
I know it.
I'm a big fan of just
So
black
simple
light.
and
Yeah.
Well, and that's kind of the theme, right? It's very simple and very straightforward, and kind of take all the noise out.
kind of clean. Yeah.
And that's the best. Like, we are really trying to focus on simplicity.
Yeah.
And like the best compliment is like from that we hear from like survey managers, from surveyors in large construction companies, where they have the unlimited budgets, they have the best gear, and then they're just like, honestly, they're just like, either people come to them and say, oh, we need to set out a few points there or there. They're like, okay, I'm just gonna buy amulets for you, and it's just the best compliment because like this is the solution to their problem. They have access to anything they want, but they choose, like, when they think about what they're gonna give to their guys, they're like, we're gonna give them an amulet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this
Yeah,
is more,
that's great.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
So good.
Love it. Love it.
Well, hey, thank you for your time. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
you're welcome.
it.
Thank you so
Yep,
much.
look forward to hanging out with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks, guys.